lot of roadkill out there.
Hi, my name is Christian Moran, and I'm here interviewing actors from Murder in the Woods. And today we have Soledad Saint Hilaire. Hi, Soledad. ¿Cómo
Hi,
está?
hola, ¿cómo están?
Our friend Celeste, she's out there in the woods, somewhere alone.
We found her body, but then she disappeared.
What have you guys been smoking?
So the very first question is, I want to introduce horror fans to your career, where you're from, and how you were raised.
I was born in Panama, Republic of Panama.
Oh, yeah. Panama.
Yeah, una panameña.
Uh-huh.
And
Great.
I came to the United States to go to university.
Mhm.
And I liked it. My mom was already here since the 60s, the mid 60s,
Mhm.
that she came with her sister. And then I stayed. And then I got married and I had a child. And I just never thought about getting into the acting career until I was diagnosed with breast cancer and I couldn't work.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
so then I was on disability, and my daughter was taking drama classes, and she had an agent. So the agent called me one day, Mrs. Saint Hilaire, would you like to do an audition? And I said, an audition for what? She said, oh, it's for a commercial for a high blood pressure pill. They're looking for healthy couples. And I'm like, I don't think that I look healthy in the eyes of America because I'm fat. But thank you very much.
Wow.
But thank you very much anyway.
Wow.
You gotta let them know the way it is.
Yeah.
So then I hang up, and then my daughter calls like an hour later, and I tell her the story. And she says, oh, no, Mom, you never do that. You always go to the audition. So call the agent and tell her that you want to go. So I called the agent. She gave me the casting director's telephone number. She said, you know what, Mrs. Saint Hilaire, commercials are cast almost right away. But I strongly suggest you get into the business because I wasn't able to find one Latina your age, which I was like early 40s, to come here and audition for the part. I said, really? Oh my God. Okay. So I hang up, and then I told my daughter the story. And then I said, well, I'm not doing anything. I'm on disability. I can walk. I just can't move my arms that much because I had breast cancer. So
Wow.
I went to the store, to the bookstore, and I bought books about acting. I found a photographer when I did my first headshot, which cost me $35. And I start sending my picture. I made copies of it, and I start sending my picture to different casting directors. And that's it. Then they called me, and I went to do an audition for a nurse. And I got home, and then they said, oh, you got a call back. And I said, what is a call back? I have no idea. So I had to call my daughter's coach and ask her to see if she can give me like a prep. So she did, and then I went and did the callback, and then they called me back and they said, you got a part. I said, okay, fine. So I went
Great. That's
to,
great.
yeah, so I went to the location, which was a home. And when I got there, I went into the producer's trailer, and then they tell me like, okay, you're going to be the nurse for this police officer that got shot, and you're going to give him his medication. You're going to bring him home from the hospital and all that. So I said, okay. So I said, so who is this, this police officer? He said, oh, it's Eric Estrada. I'm like,
No
oh my
way.
God.
Really?
Oh God, Eric Estrada, back over there in that time, he was doing
Oh,
this
yeah.
movie in Mexico, like, Dos Mujeres, Un Camino or
Un
something like
camino.
that.
Yeah, dos mujeres, un camino. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm like, oh, but I didn't, I didn't fringe or anything in front of the producer. I'm like, oh, Eric Estrada, oh, that's fine, you sure. So I got out of there, and then I went into back then we didn't have a phone cell, so we got those beepers. So I beat my daughter, and I told her, I said, get over here with my mom because my mom loved him. Get over here with my mom because Eric Estrada is here with me. I know. So she came with my mom and everything, and he was real nice. So here I am. And then the producer asked me, "Oh, do you what kind of car do you drive?" I said, "Well, I drive a station wagon, a Taurus." "Oh, can we use it?" I said, "Yeah, it's because you gotta bring him from the hospital to the house. So he's going to be in your car. I said, okay, fine. So here we are, both of us in my car, and I'm waiting for them to say action. And then I look to my side and I'm like, oh my God, Eric Estrada in my car? I can't believe that. Oh my goodness, it's so emotional.
We still have to evacuate.
Our car broke down, or else we would have.
Let me survey the premises and I'll give you a lift to town.
Thank you so much, officer.
It's Sheriff Lorenzo.
Real women have curves. Actually, the day that I was supposed to do the audition, we had the 9/11. And then Rick Dees from Kiss FM, I used to listen to him all the time. And he said, I was getting ready to go to the audition. And then he says, people, don't go anywhere. They cannot find a plane and it might come to LA. And I'm like, okay. I called my agent and I said, I'm sorry. They just bombed, New York. So I can't go anywhere. Rick Dees is saying that there is a plane that they can find. So they might be coming to LA. So I'm going to stay here. I can't go. So I'm going to reschedule.
Wow.
So she said, yeah, sure, no problem. So she called, and whoever she had to call. But every time 9/11 comes around, I remember where I was and what I was supposed to do. So I went and did the audition for Real Women Have Curves. I took my mom with me. The director says to me, oh, can I, is she an actress? My mom, talking to my mom. Is she an actress? I said, no, she's not. She just came to, for the ride.
Yeah.
And then I said, oh, can she do the audition? I said, I don't know, I guess. So I said, Mom, you're going to go in there and do audition. I don't know how you're going to do, but go in there. So she went in there and she got the part. Yeah, she's in the movie also as Lady Carlota. So then I called my daughter and I said, hey, Isabella, you know what? They want me to get naked in the movie. Should I say yes or no? And she said, of course not. I said, I'm sorry, I already did say yes. so I got the part. So anyway, so it was that movie was a lot of fun.
One of the questions I wanted to ask you is about Latino representation on screen and everything.
We are underrepresented. It's only like 3% leads and co-leads that we have in the industry. So we need to make this better, guys.
What I've been hearing from the Latino community is that, we need more writers like that. What are we doing to try to get those writers in?
Yeah, when I go to do shows and movies and things like that, I see that the writers, most of the writers, I believe they are Latinos, Hispanics. But I think that it comes from the top, the corporate, and they are the one who has the last word. And it depends of, what do they prefer? Who do they want? Who they don't want? And those are the ones that have the words, because those are the ones that have the money. Very few of us have the money, but not a lot of people do. So that is the only problem. I mean, we need producers. I know that there's a lot of Latinos producers, Hispanic producers out there that they're breaking the back to do what is the best to bring their movies out. But it's that, they don't have the back, to back them up. They don't. And that is a problem.
You kids lost?
No, officer. Just trying to get some gas.
Well, they're out.
Gas?
There won't be any till morning. How far are you going?
To Crystal Hill.
You'll make it.
Thank you, officer.
It's Sheriff.
So Nana, the character, is doing these spiritual candle things that is very traditional.
Yeah.
I want to know if you did any type of research or what's the significance so that our American audience, the ones that don't know our culture, could have a better understanding.
Well, I grew up with that. I grew up with a grandmother that she raised me since I was born, and she was born in 1900. She was very Catholic. I learned from her. I mean, I have my saints. I have Don Bosco, San Martin de Porres. And I pray.
How did you get the role for this one?
I know
You know-
Yelena since the 90s. Yeah, it's not like we don't know each other. It's like, she wrote that role for me actually too, for the grandma.
Yeah.
And we shoot part of the house here in my house.
Oh,
So
wow.
she's a dear friend, yeah, and her family, my mom, her son. Yeah.
How was it working with the director, Lewis?
Yeah, Louis was great also as well. I met him first time, never met him before, and we got along very good. Yeah, he's
Oh, yeah.
good. I like his directing.
How did he direct you?
Sometimes he will tell me just do whatever you think is best, and then when I see it, then I'll let you know if I like it or not, and then we'll go from there.
What is your favorite horror movie and your favorite horror icon?
Jaws, Halloween, Annabelle, Bird Box. The Descent. You gotta watch The Descent.
Oh no, I
The
love this thing.
2006
Yes,
movie.
right. Yeah.
Oh my God, Final Destination. All of them are
Oh.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
What-
love all those. And ahead.
Which one out of the ones that you just mentioned? Which one is your favorite?
Chihuahua. Jaws, because I will go to the ocean,
Oh.
but I will not go into the water.
Freddy, Jason, Chucky. ¿Cuál es que te dio lo más miedo a ti? De los monstruos.
El de Halloween. I love
Is it?
Michael. Oh yes.
Okay, what do you like about Michael Myers?
That he doesn't have to say nothing. It's just his presence. It's like horrifying. Oh my God, if I see somebody like that in the middle of the night in my bedroom, I think I will have a heart attack. Yeah, just to save it. I said, you don't have to kill me. I'm just going to have a heart attack. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Michael is good.
I want to thank you, for coming on to LatinHorror.com and telling me all these wonderful stories. And
Muchas gracias.
por
Ha sido un placer.
Un placer.
Gracias, Cristian. Hasta luego.